with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
To the paint, it's tipped. Thompson against Smith, fades. Thompson misses. The Cavaliers leading by 19 points. Here's Irving. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got his 4th assist in this one. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah, right,
No,
right,
my goodness.
right. Yeah, he probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities, but Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
And the Warriors making a change here. Zeele's checked in. Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Irving dishes to Smith. Back to Irving. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And that's 19 points for Kyrie Irving.
You know, talking about the effect LeBron had on Kyrie last year, they looked fantastic working together, but the stat sheet also bared that out. Kyrie hit over 40% of his threes for the first time in his career, and he posted the lowest turnover rate of his career, too.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Snatched away.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception.
Yeah, it has been, and they've been able to overcome the carelessness to this point, but I'm sure the coaching staff wants that to get cleaned up right now. Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
He dialed that one up from long distance. 9 points for Smith. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far. He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him. That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
Here's LeBron. He has 5.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system. But you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
Green inside the three-point line. That's good on the jump shot. Green's got 7 points in the game. Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. But they get it back. Smith outside. There's the pass to Frye. From deep. And LeBron with the basket, the assist from Channing Frye. And that's now 8 points for LeBron. Golden State's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime.
And, you know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover.
Warriors shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Ezeli can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Curry got it. Good job in the low post. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Smith. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got 5 assists in the game. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Smith the pass to Fry. Irving for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Cleveland.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Smith's shot is good.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Smith with a wide open look. Another 3 for Cleveland.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having for long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Kicks it to Irving. Here's Fry. And again, it's Cleveland.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Here's Curry. They get the rebound. The dish to Barnes. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Fry's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop and at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. And for the Warriors, they're shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. You got Ian Clark, rush out there with Anderson Varejao. Then there's Maurice Spates, and it's Livingston in at the point guard position. That's the Warriors' 5. And it's Jones, that time on the assist by Shumpert.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
And Jones over to help. Livingston, no luck. Cavaliers shooting a superb 63% from the field. And stolen by Spates. Now Rush. From deep three-point range. No good from Spates.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
And you're right there, Clark, because anything less than lockdown defense on him is going to result in a triple.
Livingston, no luck. Livingston's gotten 4 shots to go in 12 attempts. And Shumpert kicks to Williams. No good off the back of the rim.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Now it's Shumpert running. He can go all the way. Williams, that's good.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
And again, no good by Golden State. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Lets it go from the wing. Cleveland gets it back. Feeds to Jones. Right side Jefferson. Here's Shumpert. The three-pointer, no good. Golden State's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. It's stolen by Jones. He's got a clear path. Here's Jefferson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And it's 6 points for Iman Shumpert. Here's Livingston. The offensive rebound. And Varejao kicks to Livingston. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this. It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
They get it back. Mozgov. Soft touch off the glass.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
And the Warriors miss again.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Williams with a clean look. Off target from three-point range. Williams has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Livingston. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Varejao against Mozgov. And Barbosa pulls it down.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Releases. That one wide left. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Jefferson dishes to Williams. And Shumpert kicks to Jones. From deep. Jefferson passing to Mozgov. The 10-footer finds the target.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Cavaliers.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Kyrie Irving. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
On the wing, Shumpert tries again. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Rush. Mozgov with the block. Outside Shumpert. Tries to keep it alive. He kicks it to Jones for 3. The shot is off. Here's Golden State. Sees the alley-oop. Jefferson attacking. That's good.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight, but we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here.
Kevin, thank you. Tristan, what was Coach's focus for this?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
For the game,